Hi everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing this wireless keyboard and mouse. Let's get started.
All right, here's a look at the keyboard. So it comes with the little cover pad, should you want to use that, completely up to you. So here we have the mouse. All right, this is in the silver tone. It does have the turn dial, and then you have the little DPI there. On the back here, you can see we've got the on-off switch, the switch for wireless, and this is, of course, easy to connect. You can also connect it to your little cord that comes with it, the USB-C, and that's how you will charge the mouse. Pretty lightweight, nice standard mouse, moves around easily. Now let's take a look at the keyboard. This is a Bluetooth wireless keyboard, and this is in the silver tone as well, so it does match the mouse. My favorite thing about this keyboard is that it has the attached number pad, which I always find to be very helpful. Over here you have indicator lights of the battery, the wireless, the Bluetooth, the caps lock. They're going to be lit up green, blue, red to kind of give you different indications. Like, for example, the battery will look red if it needs to be charged, and so on and so on. All of your instructions are included, so you can just go through and read different instructions, like, for example, press and hold F1+1 combination for 3 seconds and follow step 3 to connect and add device 1. It also mentions on here that you can connect up to 4 devices onto the keyboard, which is great. But there's also a lot of other little fast things if you want to be able to read through here and kind of understand everything about the keyboard. And it's always good to refresh your memory in case this is something new for you. So we've got 2 ways that we can turn this on. We can set it to the wireless connection here, or we can actually set it, so this is off obviously, or we can set it over this to Bluetooth connection. But if we do the wireless, on the back here, you do have the USB that you want to plug into your computer. So let's go ahead and do that. And you want to really watch this little USB connector because these are easy to lose. So just be aware of where it is all the time and try not to lose it. I myself tend to mark, I have a lot of keyboards, so I'll put a little code here and then put a code on the back of the keyboard, and that always tells me this one goes with that, just in case I ever find this on my desk. That's a little side tip. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this into my computer, and then we will test out, because I know you guys want to hear how this keyboard sounds. Another thing I want to point out is that this is a very lightweight keyboard. You can see how thin it is. It reminds me a lot of the Big Fruit keyboards, if you know what I'm saying. There's the plug-in to power it, or to charge it, I should say. So it does have a lot of similarity to that because it's so lightweight and thin. It really reminds me of it. So that's just a thought. It does not have the little kickstands on the back to make it taller, just a heads up, but it is a little bit thicker on this side than it is on this side, so it does raise it up just enough to be comfortable. So let's get it plugged in. Of course, you got the standard keyboard here, and again, my favorite part is having the number pad, because when I'm doing my taxes or my daily numbers, things like that, it is really nice to not have to go to a separate keyboard to do that. And I really don't prefer using the numbers up here. I like to have that number pad there. So that is a huge bonus. As well as, I want to point out too, this is a pretty compact keyboard. Even though it does have the number pad on it, I feel like it is not a massive keyboard. It's really not taking up a lot of space at all on my desk. And also, because of how thin and lightweight it is, it would be very easy to move it out of the way very quickly. So all in all, I'm really impressed with this. Now lastly, let's listen to how it sounds. One last thing, this is what it sounds like with the cover on it. So it's going to be super quiet with this.